leadership for peace and prosperity in the world. Friends, as much as we have today to celebrate the Hindu community in Australia, as much today as we want to express our gratitude to the Hindu community in Australia, it's important to acknowledge that there is more that we can do as Australians to support the Hindu community. And I'm going to name just 3 things. First of all, we should be celebrating Diwali as a national holiday in Australia. That's number 1. That's the first thing we should do. Secondly, friends, we need to support Hindu education in Australia. We need to resource it, and we need to ignite the real aspirations of Hindu people to have their own education in Australia. And on behalf of the Commonwealth Government, that is something that we commit to. And third and finally, friends, we need to make sure that there is zero tolerance for any Hindu phobia in Australia at all. Zero tolerance. All Hindu people, like all Australians, should be able to practice their faith in peace. And in my electorate, friends, when the BAPS temple in my electorate was vandalised, when it was covered in graffiti, I went down there myself and painted off that graffiti. Because every Australian needs to know that we are able to celebrate our faith in peace and in harmony. Friends, it is such a delight to celebrate Diwali with you today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm Andrew Charlton, representing Anthony Albanese. I wish you all a very happy Diwali. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Andrew Charles, for those kind and wonderful words of yours. Now, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Honorable Senator Maria Kovacic, representing the opposition leader, Honorable Peter Dutton.
Thank you, and thank you everybody for sharing this wonderful afternoon and evening with us. It's very special to be here in Blacktown to celebrate one of the most meaningful occasions for our Australian Indian diaspora. And I'm honoured to speak on behalf of our opposition leader, Peter Dutton, who sends his best wishes and his apologies that he was unable to be here with you this afternoon and this evening. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Hindu Council for organising this year's Diwali Festival, which I believe is the 26th of its kind, which is just a very special achievement. I want to acknowledge Blacktown Council Mayor Brad Bunting for having us here in Blacktown. Thank you. And to my federal parliamentary colleagues and my state colleagues as well, who Dr. Charlton has welcomed already. Today, Greater Sydney is home to some 250,000 residents of Indian heritage, from vibrant small businesses to important roles representing all Australians in our state and federal parliaments. Indian Australians play a vital role in shaping our economy, our culture and our society. These contributions absolutely enrich the fabric of modern Australia, which helps us create a dynamic and diverse community that we all benefit from, and I want to thank you all for those contributions. As we light dias and celebrate with friends and family this year, we are reminded of the importance of inclusivity and understanding. Diwali is more than just a festival. It's a powerful celebration of our community's diversity, showcasing how our unique backgrounds can illuminate a shared journey. As a first-generation Australian and a part of multicultural Australia as well, I share and value that journey with you. It's a time for us to gather with loved ones, to connect and to reflect on the values of hope, unity and compassion. In a world where many feel increasingly isolated, Diwali offers us a chance to come together, whether with family, with friends or with our neighbours. It is an important time for us to build bridges and strengthen our bonds with each other, especially in the challenging times that we have faced over the last couple of years. It is important that we continue to foster connection and collaboration in our community. Diwali is an opportunity not only to celebrate cultural heritage, but to reaffirm our commitment to supporting one another, ensuring that no one feels left behind. Together we can continue in that mission to nurture our community values, to embrace diversity, to embrace inclusivity, and to shine brightly as an example of what a multicultural community looks like. And Western Sydney is the best example of that I have ever seen. Thank you, and wishing you and all of your families a very safe and beautiful Diwali. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Senator, for your beautiful message. I now call upon Honourable Daniel Mulkey, New South Wales Treasurer, to address the crowd.
Thank you. Diwali Mubarak, dosto. What a joy it is to be with you here in Blacktown to celebrate Diwali once more with the Hindu Council of Australia. And I pay tribute to the leadership of the council. I pay tribute to you, Sai and Surindara, and all the work you do throughout the entire year to make sure that the Hindu voice is heard in New South Wales and the Hindu voice stays strong in New South Wales. I bring you the greetings of the Premier of New South Wales, Chris Minns, and his cabinet as well, and I acknowledge the presence of all the guests on the stage as well as the guests in front of us here today as well. Diwali each year is a fine reminder for all of us to gather with our families, to gather with our friends, to reflect on the year that was and to plan for the year to come. But for us Hindus, it's especially important as an opportunity to mark the return of Lord Ram from exile and what that symbolised, the coming together of community to light up the diyas, to signal his journey and to give him guidance as he was returning from Lanka as well. The fact that that is the story we tell each other, that is the story we tell our children, is a source of inspiration. The part of India that I'm from and the part of India in the family where I'm from, Lakshmi is very important to my family. And as Treasurer, Lakshmi is especially important to me as well. And I can tell you, last year I was praying to Lakshmi very hard for the state of New South Wales's finances, and next year I'll be praying to Lakshmi just as hard for a little bit more revenue for our community as well. I hope you can join me this Diwali in praying to Lakshmi for the state of the New South Wales budget. If that doesn't work, then I hope that at least Lakshmi, Ganesha and Durga and all the gods are kind to your family and kind to our community at large. It is a fantastic Australian celebration now, as Dr. Charlton has said, marked throughout the nation. May this very Australian tradition continue on. May all of you have such joy with your families this year. Thank you once more for having me back. It's a real pleasure to be here and to join with you in the celebrations. On behalf of the Premier and the Government of New South Wales, we are thrilled to be with you and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, Daniel Mulkey, for your kind words, and happy Diwali to you too.
I now call upon Honourable Mark Speakman, New South Wales Opposition Leader, to address the crowd.
Oh, this is fine. Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for the Hindu Council for having us along this evening, and happy Diwali from the New South Wales Opposition. My colleague Steve Camper is going to acknowledge the remaining Labor MPs who haven't been acknowledged yet. So, guys, you won't miss out, don't worry. But I'll acknowledge my coalition colleagues here tonight. We've got all the way from Dubbo, the Leader of the Nats, Dougal Saunders, Member for Coffs Harbour Gamesh Singh, and I've got Mark Hodges, Member for Castle Hill as well. The message of Diwali is one that resonates not just with Hindus but with non-Hindus as well. The triumph of light over darkness and the inconquerable spirit of humanity, no matter what the adversity, the message of hope and love. We're living in difficult times at the moment. Here in New South Wales and Australia, we see many families struggling with the cost of living. Something like a third of families in Australia are suffering some kind of food poverty, which means at some stage they're not buying all the food they'd like or they need. And across the world, we're seeing conflicts in Ukraine, in the Middle East. So more than ever is the time of the message of the triumph of light over darkness, and the message that we are all interconnected. And one of the messages of Deepavali is extending the hand of friendship, of kindness, putting aside your differences, and remember we are all part of common humanity. It's a time for families to get together, to share gifts, and to extend the hand of friendship across those differences. While we're here, we may as well celebrate India as well. What a great democracy India is. The world's largest democracy, running the most expensive elections in the world, 900 million eligible voters. I'm a bit battered and bruised from a by-election yesterday, but I didn't have to try to seduce that many voters, and something like $8 or $9 billion in spending on campaigns. We can celebrate the strong ties that India has with Australia. Now our sixth largest trading partner on a two-way basis, our fourth largest destination for exports, and of course we celebrate the extraordinary Indian diaspora, Hindus and non-Hindus. As Andrew Charlton said, one of the most successful waves of migrants we have seen. Perhaps the most educated wave of migrants. Over half of Indians have a bachelor's degree or above. So today we celebrate that extraordinary contribution, our strong ties as a country with India, the success of India itself, and the wonderful message of Deepavali. So happy Deepavali, everyone.
Thank you, Mark Speakman, for your kind words.
Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome onto the stage Federal MP Honorable Julian Lesser.
आज मैं हिंदी में बोलने का प्रयास करूंगा। नमस्ते, मेरा नाम जुलियन लेसर है। मैं बरारा लोकसभा क्षेत्र का सांसद हूँ। मैं पार्लियामेंट्री फ्रेंड्स ऑफ इंडिया का अध्यक्ष भी हूँ। अब सबको दिवाली की शुभकामनाएं। मैं हिंदू काउंसिल को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ और विशेष रूप की साइज परिवार को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। मैं 8 साल से एमपी हूँ और हिंदू काउंसिल की दिवाली मेरे लिए हमेशा विशेष रही है। मैंने बांग्लादेशी हिंदू कौन के ऊपर हो रहे अत्याचार के बारे में भी आवाज़ उठाती। एक Jewish Australian होने के नाते मैं इस बात को याद करता हूँ कि 7 October terrorist attack के बाद हिंदू काउंसिल सबसे पहले Jewish community के समर्थन में सामने आई। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में 1 million से भी ज़्यादा हिंदुस्तानी मुख्य लोग हैं। मेरे बराबर में 8300 से ज़्यादा स्टार इंडियन ऑस्ट्रेलियन है। मैं अधिक की कामना करता हूँ। अंत में आप सबको दिवाली की विशेष बधाई। धन्यवाद।
Dhanyavad, Honorable Julian. Oh, sorry.
Friends, that's enough of the butchery of the Hindu language, the Hindi language this evening. Let me acknowledge all my wonderful colleagues, particularly my friends and federal colleagues, Andrew Charlton and Maria Kovacic, and the Treasurer, the Leader of the Opposition, the Minister, the CG and the Mayor. It's wonderful to be here at the Hindu Council Diwali. I've been here every year I've been a member that this event has been held. It is the signature event on the Diwali calendar, and I want to thank the Hindu Council for all it does, particularly in these difficult times, not only to stand for Hindu people in Australia, but to stand with others who are having difficult times. And I particularly said in Hindi as a Jewish Australian, it meant a great deal to me that the Hindu Council were the first non-Jewish organisation to stand up and condemn the 7th of October terrorist attacks. And our multiculturalism is only strengthened when communities stand together, so I want to acknowledge that particularly. This is a time where we think about light over darkness, the victory of good over evil. May the light of Diwali shine brightly in all your hearts. It's an honour to be a friend of the Hindu Council and a friend of the Hindu community. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad, Honorable Julian. You've all blown us away by that awesome Hindi. I'm not sure I can follow up with any Hindi after that. It was extraordinary. I'm sure the rest of the community will agree as well. I now call upon Honorable Stephen Camper, MP, to address the crowd.
Well, thank you. I want to just say ditto to what Julian said. There's no need to do that again. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with all of you today, and I want to thank the Hindu Council for making this today work. Organised fairly good weather too, from what I can see. Surinder, Sia, and Saruj, thank you for inviting me here. I want to acknowledge all of our guests that are here today too, all in one go. I won't go through all of them, but I want to also acknowledge our homegrown treasurer here, Hindu treasurer who's with us today. I hope today that he sees greater light and we're able to get a little bit more money out of him too. So thank you, treasurer. It's great that you mentioned it. Consul General that's with us today as well. Unfortunately, he was in the losing cricket team when we played the High Commissioner's 11 last week. I got a bad finger from it, but we won for the first time ever, but always in good spirit. No, I just want to say it's great to be here to celebrate today with all of my. I've got to acknowledge all my colleagues too, don't I, Mark? Yeah. So I've got Warren Kirby here. We've got Edmund Atala, Steve Barley. David Saliba, I've got, and no, it's good. Always, really great supporters of the Indian community. And Charisma's here again. Charisma's sitting on the other side. No, look, I think all's been said, but I think the very important message here today is about community. Karen McEwen's here from Penrith as well. Yeah, I need glasses. Yeah, no, I just want to say it's great to be here today with the spirit of the Indian community, celebrating at such an important event, and one that's always upbeat and fun, and it's about spreading love within the community too. And friends, that's what's really important. We're going through some pretty difficult times at the moment. Social cohesion and community, and we always talk about the wonderful multicultural community we have here in New South Wales. But social cohesion and that harmony, we've got to continue to work on that right through. And it's events like this, it's celebrations like Diwali that help that happen, where we all celebrate with all the community and celebrate our culture. So I just want to say it's a privilege to be here to support the community. I want to also say that the work that we've done with the Hindu Council over the last few years has been absolutely amazing. The connection and the support that they've given government with the effort that they've made has been so valuable. Has been so valuable for all of us, for all of our society. So thank you so much, and happy Diwali. Yes.
Thank you so much, Stephen Camper, our Minister for Small Business, for this wonderful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, now can we please welcome Dr. S. Janaki Raman, Consul General of India, Sydney, to address the gathering.
First of all, thank you very much for this invitation. Today we are witnessing the great friendship between India and Australia. We have seen so many people with multicultural in our community participating in this great festival of Diwali. Thank you very much for Sai, the President of the Hindu Council, and his team for bringing every community together. Many things spoken before, and honourable member of the Parliament, Andrew Charlton, Senator Mary, and Mr. Daniel Mookie, representing the Honourable Premier of New South Wales, leader of the opposition, Speakman, and our great friend, cricket friend, and also rivalry. A few weeks ago, we in fact trying to defeat him, but because he doesn't want to be get hurt, so we gave him some cup. Because he is representing various portfolios, multicultural. Land, very important for us, and sports, very other things. And Honourable Julian, Lord Mayor of this, precinct. Thank you very much for this. I just want to ditto everything, said by them. and this friendship is going to grow. Many years ago, many decades ago, in this enclave, you would have seen only 1 or 2 Indians sitting as a political emerging leaders. Now you would see about more than 10, 15 of them here. And behind this stage, you will find many Indians sitting there from different cultural background, different professional background, bringing together at this, showground, shows the friendship. I just want to remind one thing here. A couple of days ago, Honorable Charlton mentioned one, narrative. I want to recall this, very important at this stage. He mentioned that in the 80s, there were only 10,000 Indians in Australia. Now we have 1 million Australian Indians or Indian heritage are living here. That is not very important that 10,000 become 1 million. More important is that the multicultural society and the Australian community, the Australian leadership accepted those 990,000 Indian heritage people living in this Australian country as a peaceful coexistence and living in harmony. That is so important. Thank you very much for the Australian leadership for giving this opportunity for all the Indian community to live together and celebrate this wonderful Diwali. Happy Diwali, Vanakkam, Anivarkum Diwali Nal Varthikal. I am not going to finish before saying one thing. And Sai mentioned that many versions of Diwali being celebrated in Australia and many other parts of the world. One common thing is the light overcomes dark or brightens the future. It brightens the place. How it brightens the place? You meet people, the people that you are meeting brightens your future, brightens your thinking. You think something that brightens your life. You meet people, you make friends, the friend make you bright in your life. This is what we are celebrating here, to remember that we have to think in a way that it brightens our life. Happy Diwali to everyone. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Dr. S. Janki Raman, for your words. Ladies and gentlemen, now can we have on the stage our very own Mayor of Blacktown City Council, Mr. Brad Bunting.
I was going to start by saying, Brad Bunting, Mayor of Blacktown. How are you, Andrew? Yes. Now I've got that out of the way. That's the problem with acknowledging people. You always forget somebody. And I was going to acknowledge all of my councillors, but I know I'm going to forget somebody. Just a big shout out to all the councillors here, not just from Blacktown, but from other parts as well. I know we've got mayors and councillors from everywhere. Big warm welcome to Blacktown. Yeah. We are so proud that we can hold this, the largest Diwali festival here in Blacktown, with so many people coming from India that call Blacktown home. I say this a lot, we are very multicultural here in Blacktown, over 188 different nationalities, over 180 languages spoken at home. 80,000 people of Indian heritage call Blacktown home. That's a fifth of our population, or thereabouts, call Blacktown home. And what they bring to Blacktown is an absolutely rich and vibrant culture. And it's so great that we can be able to celebrate that culture here this weekend and over the month of October as well. So I'm so glad that we can do this here in Blacktown at the showground. We keep talking, I do a lot, about making sure that we keep passing on our culture to the next generation. We're here in a country that we acknowledge our Darug people, over 60,000 years of culture, continual culture here in Australia, and especially here in the town called Blacktown. But it's also important that those people that come here, those people that call Australia home, that call Blacktown home, that they're passing on their culture as well, that they're going to the next generations as well. So for you to be able to come out here today and be able to do that and pass on your culture to the next generation is really, really important. And Blacktown Council will always support every single nationality, every single culture, to make sure that you can do that here. And Also, it would be remiss of me not to also ask the Treasurer for some money as well. Everyone else is trying to do that. So whenever there's any festivals, whenever there are any things that we can make sure that we're celebrating, especially out here in Western Sydney, to make sure Western Sydney gets their fair share, I'll be making sure I email you, Mr. Treasurer. So I've probably got to get into a very long line to be able to see the Treasurer. But in all honesty, again, welcome to Blacktown. I hope you have a great rest of your festival this evening, and hopefully you can come back again next year and keep celebrating here in Blacktown. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brad Bunting, for those kind words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Panditji onto the stage for the Tika Karan and blessing our VIP guests here on the stage.
शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमार्क्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवाग्वं सस्तनुभिर्विषेमहि देवहितं यदायुः शतमिन्नु शरदो अन्तजीवाकाम् न चक्राः जरसं तनूनां पुत्रासो यत्र पितरो भवन्ति मानो मर्यारेरिखता युर्गन्तोः आदितिर्द्योरादितिरन्तरिक्षगम् माता स पिता स पुत्रः विश्वे देवा आदितिः पंचजना आदितिर्जातमदितिर्जनित्वं द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगुं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. Thank you. Anybody interested to do tika, we can come down and we can do tika for you also. So if you need, we'll come down. Thank you. Ram Siya Ram.